This figure, appeared in One Fest more than a year ago, and then we never had any news, and now she finally pre-order opened. Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven from FGO Figures Studio today with your weekly figure news fix, this time around 27th of July to 1st of August 2026. So we are right after Wonder Festival, and it has already been an amazing week for figure pre-orders this week. Especially for gacha game character fans, I think most of you are not safe this week. We have a bit of something for everyone. FGO made a comeback, 3 figures. And then we have the usual suspects, Azur, Nikke, Blue Archive, Honkai Star Rail as well, though that is not officially pre-order open yet. We shall talk about it later on. And Cyberpunk Lucy on the third priority side. What else do we have? Yes, Shoujo Ramune, third priority of course. But before I proceed with our figure news, a quick word for our sponsor today, Superbuy. Superbuy is a proxy service for you to purchase anime figures directly from China's Taobao or any other Chinese website for the matter. You can go ahead to Taobao, search for the anime figures that you want, copy and paste the link over into their search engine, and you will be able to buy any anime figures from a Chinese seller really cheaply, sometimes below market price compared to a Japanese website. And you can always head to the Superbuy subreddit r/Superbuy to ask any questions, where they actually have a representative who will answer all of your questions. This service, this website has been around for 13, 14 years, I think. So they are extremely reliable, and I use their service myself. If you have not signed up for one, please do make use of my links down in the description below to sign up for an account today. Thanks a lot to Superbuy for sponsoring today's figure news. And let's move on to Hobby Link Japan for our first section, genuine licensed PVC figures. And as usual, with the largest scale, we have Freeing 1x4 scale Lam Bunny version from Urusei Yatsura. And I thought a figure of this character in 1x4 came out not too long ago, and now we get another one. Interesting. 33,000 yen only November release. Well, it is a simple classic anime character, not too detailed, very simple figure. 33k is just about right. It already feels expensive even though it is only 33k, which is relatively low for the standards of a Freeing 1x4, but yeah, you do you. If you want it, get it, because if this figure does come out again in future, they will remove the stockings for sure. You guys already know that. Yeah. Moving on to the next 1x4 here, we have Nana Astar Develop Bardic Bunny version from Tula Full Darkness, 30,000 yen at 1x4 by Freeing, January release. Yup, in 6 months or so. The same figure came out some time ago, I think it was years ago. Now they removed the stockings and re-released it. Typical Freeing, and this is the flattest one among the 3 sisters. Well, if you missed out your previous chance, this is not a bad buy, 30k really. And the next 1x4 scale, perhaps one of the main highlights this week from Solar Rain, out of all brands, Solar Rain. When I see something like this with that majestic backside, I would expect companies like Alpha Max to do it, but this is by Solar Rain, 1x4 scale, Azur Taiho Private Quarters plushie set, 36,800 yen, or figure only standard version is 33,800 yen, 3,000 yen less. So for 3k, you're getting a plushie. That is not a bad deal at all, really, right? Plushies are not exactly that cheap nowadays. Those collectible plushies, they cost like 5,000 yen each, right? At least the ones by Japanese brands. So this is a great deal. Get the 1x4 plushie set. And yes, please don't leak the obvious parts. Please don't, right? If you get what. Unfortunately, no cast off. Nope. Moving on to the next one here. We are now in 1x6 scale territory, and the first 3 figures over here, the pre-order opened weeks ago on Ami. Real on Real Wife by Bear Panda, 10,600 yen. This pre-order opened like a couple of weeks ago on Ami. So realistic face character, not my kind of thing, but for those of you who love figures like this, at least it is affordable. And Bear Panda is a great brand. We all know that by today, right? Among the not third party, among the low budget PVC figure brands, this is very consistent. Bear Panda. Next up, we have something that pre-order opened last week on Ami, Cat Tots Mo-chan home version by InFocus, 14,600 yen, where we have Yeah, Neko girl, cat girl, kinda undressing or changing clothes, 14,600 yen March release. And the third one here also pre-ordered opened last week on Ami. I buy series nurse called first release limited edition. Is this really first release limited edition? Because I don't remember Ami mentioning anything similar. But this is only 8,800 yen from Anime 1 December release. That would be this December. And we already saw a sample or a prototype of this figure in One Fest recently, looking good actually. Yeah. Moving on to the new stuff this week. Okay, this is non-scale, but I placed it in 1/6 scale territory because the figure seems to be quite big. Coming from Medicos Entertainment, we have Milky Subway, the Galactic Limited Express, Chiharu, and Makina. So there are two figures over here, plus a diorama base for 26k. Quite a bargain in my opinion. June released 2027. Well, I don't know about the exact dimensions of this figure, but even if it turns out to be slightly smaller than expected, it won't be smaller than 1/8, I think. And even if we were to assume this is 1/8, yeah, 26k for two figures plus diorama base is still a really good price. While I know nothing about this pair of characters or Milky Subway, if you're looking to get something from this series, I would rather you get this, pre-order this, over waiting for the pop-up parades which are coming. And there are a few other brands making figures of it, but they are selling them separately. This one, you're getting a set, you're getting a full package for 26k, which is quite a good deal over here. Moving on to the next one, Union Creative. It is non-scale, but their figures are close to 1/6. So she is in 1/6 scale section here. To Love Full Darkness School Uniform Series Miya Kurosaki. Obviously, a relatively low-budget scale figure, 18,000 yen releasing in April next year. In fact, details are a bit lacking, like lacking shading in her outfit. As for Miya Kurosaki, I still own the outer one even today. Yeah, the one where she's rubbing herself against the corner of a school desk in her combat outfit, the darkness outfit, the black color outfit. I still have it all these years. And that figure, it became pretty rare at one point, but I'm not sure what is the price today. That one is going to be way better than this one if you can find one at a reasonable price. Yeah. But if you want to collect a series like all of the characters are wearing the same school uniform, then yeah, this is not a bad purchase. And I'm afraid this is going to be bigger than whatever Alter made in the past. Alter stuff are 1/7. Union Creative are bigger in by comparison. So not my kind of figure simply because I feel like the shading could be better. Yeah. Moving on to the next one, we have a pair of artwork figures from Shella 77, original illustration, Bunny Cops 01 and 02, 25,000 yen each by Luminous Box, June release 2027. So this is Bunny Cops 01. You see how specific the name is. There is even an underscore between Cops and 01 because the artist did not even bother to name the characters properly. So the artist probably uploaded a couple of files to the internet, and the file names were Bunny Cops underscore 01 and 02, and those names become the name of the figure today. Not the first time this has happened, but this is probably the first time I'm seeing underscore in the name of an anime figure. Yes, Luminous Box, the figures are fine, but I haven't reviewed anything from this brand yet. Just a matter of time, I think. Yeah, but 25k does feel a tad bit expensive for what we're getting. Granted, the base are at least decent, right? Floor tiles instead of a round disc base. Moving on to the next one here from Solarain again, 1/6 scale Super Sonico exercise version, 24,000 yen releasing in May. Yeah, compared to that 1/4 scale Taiho earlier, this one feels a tad bit pricey. Oh, no. My brain keeps automatically assuming it is 1/7. It is 1/6. 24k is reasonable actually. Just that, yep, I wished that the base is better, but it is what it is. I can't tell if it is ABS plastic or acrylic over here, but it looks like ABS to me, even though the base is like, there is a certain amount of thickness to it. It looks like injection molded ABS base to me. Not my favorite Sonico for sure because all black outfit, not much going on, but there are not many new Sonico skill figures today, so it is not necessarily a bad purchase. Moving on to the next one, this is beautiful. Wow, I love the gold over here. This figure did not look as nice in Wonder Festival. She was displayed over there, but now the official product photos are out. Wow. Coming from Siki Anime, 1/6 scale Diablos Core Lobera Passionate Knight. 15k only, take my money. Right? This looks super classy. It looks amazing. You know, the problem with what I saw in One Fest, though I'm not sure if that was an unfinished prototype, is that the hair does not look as good as these photographs over here. The hair looked more like the color of diarrhea latte or something. Like, yeah, color milky brown. Not exactly nice, right? But in these official photographs, I know they are professionally photographed. There are lighting and all kinds of studio nights like what I do when I review figures, which makes a figure look a lot better. But 15k, I won't be picky. This is very nice, right? I was expecting 18 to 20,000 yen. Even though I knew it was Seki Anime behind this figure, which they are known for low budget figures, but you know, there is always a chance where a low budget figure brand will start venturing into premium prices like Hanabi, for example. But I'm surprised, very surprised to see this 15k with that base over there. You know, that base is actually beautiful. Yeah. I'm not sure if I will pre-order it already, but I would say there is a very high chance that after release, I'm going to get one. Yeah. Moving on to the next one. Alright, 1/6 scale Azur Azuma. There are 3 versions over here by any game, releasing in July. So this one is almost 31,000 yen, and this should be the one you get, obviously, the deluxe version where you get a pair of different legs, black stockings or white stockings where she's partially removing it. That should be the display option everyone goes for, right? Oh, wait a minute. It is actually 3 pairs of legs, not 2 pairs. Wow. That is great value, man. Black stockings, but undressing it. White stockings, but undressing it, and also wearing black stockings. 3 pairs of legs for 31k. Yeah, why not? The standard versions are around 25k for this undressing version, but black stockings only and wearing black stockings only. So the white one is like a bonus available only in the deluxe version. Get the deluxe, right? I like it, but not pre-ordering it. Nope, not yet. Moving on to the next one. This is one of the most cultured Azur figures in recent memory, and I believe Fat Company is making something very similar, but not yet on pre-order. So Good Smile Company is here first with this all-factory nursery Nerds Call version of Mogador from Azur, 20,364 yen, releasing in August next year. Yes, I want it, but I'm not sure what YouTube will think about it when I do unbox and review it. They probably won't like it, right? Even though there is technically no nudity at all, just that the pose is extremely suggestive, and I was even reluctant to put the picture of the second faceplate. I'm not showing it over here, where she's holding a finger in front of her mouth. That gesture could be deemed inappropriate by SJW YouTube moderators. Who knows, right? But know that there is a second faceplate with a second arm, and that is the way better display option. Price is perfect. 20k is a perfect price, not too expensive. Go and get one, right? Moving on to the next one, another figure which I can see selling in high numbers. Good Smile Company Blue Archive Ryo Sukatsuki, 20,000 yen only, releasing in May 2027. Should I pre-order it? You know, a lot of Blue Archive figures, they actually bargain bin, though there are a few rare exceptions, and I do wonder if this one will be a rare exception because this is the first ever real scale figure by a genuine licensed figure brand to go on pre-order. Should I pre-order it? The problem is bad timing. May 2027 is a terrible month for this figure to be coming out because I have 2 expensive figures coming out in April to May. Both are over 40,000 yen, right? I'm a bit reluctant to pre-order it early, but if I don't, I feel like I might regret it. It is Rio we are talking about after all. Moving on to the next one. Okay, we have a pair of figures from Hololive by Good Smile Company again. GS Collection, Shirakami Fubuki, Date Style, Casual Outfit version. 20,000 yen only at 1/7 September release. And also Okami Mio, 20k September release. So these pair of figures, they are meant to be together as a pair. I think Sakura Miko just pre-order opened a week or 2 weeks ago, right? And they are all 1/7, unfortunately, because I can see these Hololive figures displaying nicely next to those Oshinoko Date style figures also by Good Smile, but those are 1/6, sadly. And also the Queen's Essential Quintuplet Sisters, also Date style, also Good small company, but 1/6. What a shame. Probably the difference over here is that the licensing cost made the manufacturing cost of these Hololive figures a lot higher, but they wanted to maintain that 20k price point like every other Dates style Oshinoko and Queen's Essential Quintuplet figures. So those got 1/6 at 20k, this 1/7 at 20k. Very unfortunate, because I would rather them increase the price slightly so that the scales all match and you can display them. Yeah, I mean next to each other. Moving on to the next one here, we have a couple of Nikke figures. The first one is Helm Post Shower Moments by Good Smile, 27,000 yen, releasing in July next year. Do I want it? Yes. Will I pre-order it? No. Like, I'm so done with Good Smile Company or Good Smile Arts Shanghai Nikke figures, which appear amazing, but shortly after they release, they bargain bin. This happened way too many times. I know there is an exception, Scarlet, but that is Scarlet we're talking about, super popular. And then we look at Modernia, despite being a popular character, bargain bin to 18,000 yen. Why did I pay MSRP price? Because I wanted that figure early. I liked her a lot in terms of character design. And Helm is not exactly my top 3 favorite Nikke figure, so I'm gonna wait for a potential discount over there. Yes, not pre-ordering this one, even though I love Nikke. But 27,000 yen is actually not overpriced for something like this. Just to make it clear, because you're getting the bathtub and the whole set over there, the whole diorama. It is not expensive, just that I'm not confident that this is going to maintain the price after release. Yeah. Moving on to the next one, another Nikke figure, Tia by Alter, 28,800 yen. Wow, 29k, very expensive. August, release next year. I'm also reluctant to pre-order this one, to be honest. And why is she so expensive? Because she is thick. Like, this is one of the thickest characters, second thickest right after Brady. Look at those oppi, look at those hips. Requires a lot of materials, right? I love Alter, but nowadays I feel like I don't have many nice things to say about Alter. I'm not sure why myself, to be honest. Oh, we have texture on the sweater. Very nice. Yeah. I don't have any complaints about this figure at all, and that huge rifle case behind her. Yes, this is amazing, right? Expensive, but I wouldn't say overpriced, considering the yen keeps falling. I feel bad for the Japanese really. I'm taking a risk over here. I will wait until after release. Yeah. Moving on to the next one, we have a trio of figures from Fate series, though this is Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration, Saber by Aniplex, 29,000 yen, releasing in June next year. And this is the weirdest part, is that, whenever we see Aniplex, we know that it is Aniplex Plus exclusive, which means only a limited number of stores will have the pre-orders, which is Ami usually being one of them, and HLJ never carried Aniplex figures most of the time. But whenever it is a Saber figure, they will have it for some reason. Last year, that Saber Alter figure in black bunny suit carrying a stack of very American burgers, a tall burger stash that was available on HLJ somehow, even though they normally don't carry Aniplex figures. And then you go a year back, Berserker Eltria. Yes, the one with bunny outfit. Not cheap, 34,000 yen also. That was also available on HLJ somehow. It is like someone working at HLJ really loves Saber. And if you really do, the CEO of HLJ, I think we can be friends over here. I love Saber as well. They see Saber, they pre-order open it, and then every other characters, they don't bother. I don't know why, seriously. So this one, as a big fan of Saber, I did mention this in my One Fest coverage, where I'm not exactly a fan of the effect but on this Saber over here, the Excalibur. I don't like it, but who knows, if the price is reasonable after release, I may consider it, but for now, I shall refrain from pre-ordering it early. There are too many good figures this week. I need to be selective with what I pre-order. Moving on to the next one, FGO Lancer Mysterious Alter Ego Lambda, Second Ascension by Flare. I was expecting this to be made by brands like Alter. After all, they already have Matrilis, right? Which came out many years ago. But it is Flare, and surprisingly, 26,800 yen, which isn't too expensive considering FGO skilled figures used to be infamous for these so-called FGO tags, where even when Kotobukiya makes an FGO figure, they have to price it higher than usual. So this being Fare, a company known for overpricing everything they make, asking for only 27,000 yen for this figure of Ego Lambda is quite surprising to me, at least. But speaking of Ego Lambda, the first figure I want will be the Penguin Girl by Azur. I've said I wanted it for almost 2 years now, and until today I have not purchased it yet. I kept waiting for the price to drop. She did not fall in price. Maybe you get a 10 or 15% off, not bargain bin, but I really should pick one up soon before I regret it. Yes, this one is nice, but I want the Penguin Girl more. That's my favorite version of her. Moving on to the next one, we have FGO, Avenger Mysterious Ranmaru X by QSQ. This figure, appeared in One Fest more than a year ago, and then we never had any news, and now she finally pre-order opened. Yes, this figure has been stuck in limbo for over a year. Glad to see her pre-order open for just under 24,000 yen by QSQ. Once again, a bit of a surprise because QSQ nowadays are not cheap as well. Even their girls' frontline figures are costing 26, 28, 30,000 yen even. And with the infamous FGO tax, 24k. Maybe they are unwilling to price it too high, or Type Moon is not charging a high licensing cost anymore. Who knows? Because FGO is on a decline after all. But Type Moon will survive forever. Just a matter of time before they come up with a new title and a new sequel or a new spin-off of the Fate series. Will I get one? Not pre-ordering it early yet, but this is my kind of figure. Bishoujo with big swords, so I will wait until after release. Moving on to the next one, we have Hori Sakura 1x7 skill, Brown Dust 2, Hot Summer Dream Justia. 23,000 yen is a great price for a swimsuit figure plus a huge float, right? And a unique base. You need to remember this is a unique base. Lots of props over here. Great price. August release next year. Okay, for now, I'm going to focus on Wilhelmina and Moropia for Diablos Core. Not Diablos Core, for Brown Dash 2. It is so similar to Diablos Core, Guna games after all. Other characters we'll see. I will decide after release because Brown Dash 2 and Diablos Core both are not the kind of games where the popularity is so insane that they sell out after release. At least, that's the impression I have, right? None of the Brown Dash 2 figures have been released yet. Too early to tell, but it is not the virally popular kind of game, unlike Genshin, for example, so I'm taking my chances over here. Moving on to the next one, we have Uma Musume Cinderella Grey Majiro Ardan by Fat Company, 25273, same price again for their Uma Musume figures, releasing in August next year. So this is easy to recommend, even though Fat Company is not exactly very consistent, but when it comes to Uma Musume, they do an amazing job, a fabulous job, so pre-order it. This figure looks beautiful, I love it, man. For some reason, this looks extra polished, like the figure looks more detailed than she should be. Very nice. Next up, another Uma Musume figure, Narita Taishin by Kotobukiya, 21,000 yen, releasing in March 2026. And of course, this being Kotobukiya, there is an online exclusive version with a way nicer faceplate, so that is the one you will want to get. Yes, so not all Kotobukiya online exclusives are equal. Some of them have faceplates that barely differ from one another, and I feel fine skipping them. Like Anis 1x4 was an easy example. And to be fair, Cyberpunk Lucy, the two faceplates are also very similar. You could skip the online limited one and save some money. But this Narita Taishin, the second faceplate is so different that you would want to have the limited version. Yes. Moving on to the next one, we have Luminous Box again, 1x7 skill Senren Banka Yoshino Tomotake Animal Ears School Uniform version, just under 20k, 19,000 yen only. September release next year. Yeah, this is one of those eroge games, isn't it? Like, is it harem or something? Or you try to win over a girl in school and then you end with the edgy scene. No, the good old eroge game where there are multiple pathways which girl go for, different storylines, different endings. This feels like one of those games, judging by the character design alone, and one of those classic games from the early 2000s to 2010s. That's what I feel when I look at this character. Yes. Moving on to the next figure over here. Oh, this is This is going to be so insanely popular, and I'm telling you guys right now to pre-order it early if you want it, even though this is one of the most expensive pop-up parade ever made. So pop-up parade, the next most expensive one, I can't remember if that one is more expensive or this one is pricier. That KFC from Dungeon Meshi, right? Delicious in Dungeon. That was also a pop-up parade SP. Now this one here, Assassin First Hassan from FGO, we saw him being playing an important role in FGO Babylonia. Watch the anime, even though if you don't know much about FGO, Babylonia was amazing. I loved it. I watched it like 2 or 3 times over. This is no ordinary pop-up parade. It looks exceptionally detailed. It almost looks like a premium scale figure to me. I don't know why they labeled this as pop-up parade when they can get away with calling it a premium scale figure and asking an even higher price. I don't know why, but good smile is being very nice over here, I would say. And this is no ordinary pop-up parade. You can see it is huge. This is bigger than even the pop-up parade L. Yes, this is huge because Hassan is a very tall character in FGO. Like, she is almost double the height, right? At least 50% taller than an average human. Not double, at least 50% taller. So I'm so glad to see this figure over here capturing his size at least. Pre-ordered early because there are quite a number of pop parade figures that go up in value after release. Cyberpunk 26 is one of them, and I can see that happening to this Hassan figure. Yeah. And last figure on HLJ this week, pop parade Hero Nikaido L size from Magical Girl Witch Trials. Is this yeah, I think this is a seasonal anime. Is it ongoing? I did not watch it. 8,900 yen releasing in January next year, and that's before taxes, which means this is 10k after tax. So even pop parade L figures are no longer 8,000 yen. Prices are going up across the board. Right, moving on to Ami for some exclusive and edgy items. The first one here, I'm not sure why this is on the front page. We saw this in One Fest as well. Creators Selection with Incarnation Coliseum Mal Baroque by Belfine 1/6 scale, almost 30,000 yen, releasing in November 2026. Ami is nice enough to discount the 10% tax down from 33k. And yes, the backside is way too majestic. This is all I can show on YouTube. And the chest is also exposed. We are looking at a fairly unique bodybuilding anime figure, but this is Belfine, very inconsistent. Quality control issues are not uncommon, but 30,000 yen, so do bear that in mind. Moving on to the next one here, this is Tuberosa Plus, 18 plus division of Orchid Seed, and also on front page of Ami for some reason. Nekopara Chocola Micro Bikini Made DX Edition, 1/5.5 scale, yep, fully castable, both top and bottom, nice. 33,000 yen is a small price to pay for a castable Nekopara figure, which is not common nowadays. The only other option, which is very expensive today, is the native ones. Yeah, the values has gone to the moon or something with those pair of figures of Chocola and Vanilla. And I'm surprised that Orchid Seed did not pre-order open Vanilla yet. I had to triple check. Normally, you pre-order open both and release both together. Not the case over here. I'm not sure why. Maybe in a week's time, we'll see in Vanilla. Releasing in January 2027. And let's move on to the next one here. This is also on the front page of Ami, even though it is castable because the brand Carnival, a fairly new brand, makes 1/4 scale edgy figures. Just like Banding, except their figures are not necessarily bunny figures. So here we have After School Cat Girl Luna Oboro by Wardenim. 1/4, 43,000 yen with a wall scroll. I believe it is just under 40k if you do not want the wall scroll, releasing in March 2027. Well, I mean, customable figures like this will swap out the parts, and even more so, cat girl is so common nowadays. Would I love to have one? Of course. Would I be fine without it? Also, yes. Yeah, the want factor is not that strong. Moving on to the next one, we have the King of Fighters 24, the King of Collectors 24, Terry Bogert, Fatal Fury 2P color. Alright, by Studio 24, 16,500 yen. Let me guess, tiny figure. So the height is 18 centimeters. There we go. Pop-up parade size. And the name sounds like a resin figure brand. I mean, Studio 24, right? This is probably a resin figure. Right, no comment. I don't know much about this brand. Releasing in January 2027. Up next, alright, this figure, I have brought her up last week, and on Friday, right? I filmed on last week Friday. I said that there is a probability that this Miracle figure from BNHA will pre-order open on a Saturday. The next day, I was correct. So this pre-order opened last Saturday, a Spiritual exclusive. 29,700 yen, pre-ordered early, right? If you want her, it is going to be expensive. And I wasn't aware that there is a second faceplate. Fabulous. Price is expensive, very expensive, but worth it. Spiritual's scale figures tend to be quite good. Not perfect, right? Their Marine Kitagawa last year was one of the worst of the year because there were major QC issues, but that was a one-off problem, I think. The other releases were mostly fine, so don't worry too much about it. Pre-order this figure if you want her. Next up, the last 3 figures on Ami are in the age restricted section. We have Olivia, the personal made 1x6 scale by Rencon 3. A brand that I don't know much, but at the same time, I've seen this name a couple of times. 25,300 yen, releasing in April 2027. So it is just a made figure that is castable. Quite nice, right? This is like an asymmetrical design. One leg has garter belt, the other doesn't. I wonder what happened. But that asymmetrical design is actually nice. They are catering to 2 different kinds of people at the same time. People who love that Zetai Roiki, so we need a stocking there, and people who prefer barrel legs for the other leg. So regardless of which kind of fandom you are in, both of you can link the figure together. Moving on to the next one here, we have 1x6 scale. 1x6! Pink Cat! 40k for 1x6! Those melons must cost a lot of money to make. Fantasy Choukonshi Mizuki 1x6 at 40k, releasing in December. Yep, this December. So one of those meal figures that are castable. I've seen Binding making very similar figures. In fact, the same face over here at 1x4, also 40,000 yen. Maybe get the Binding one while you still can. Yeah, this is too expensive, even though there are extra parts in the box for you to swap things out. And the last figure on Ami, yep, they are only showing faces over here because it is too cultured and it is lolly. Hiyori and Koharu by Pure, 30,690 yen, releasing in May 2028. What? May 2028. You're waiting 2 years for this figure. So this figure was displayed in OneFest in the 18+ section. Actually, I did upload the photos indirectly to my Discord server. You can check them out. Just that Discord also has policies against Hadaka lolly content. So I posted the 18+ figures of the adult looking characters. Well, for the lolly characters, there is a link over there for you to download a zip file if you want to do that. No worries, no viruses or anything. I'm really contributing to the community over here. I put in the work collecting pictures from the internet, upload it, and I don't ask anything in return, not even a single cent. So yeah, that link is for you to download and check everything out on your own if you want to do that. It is in my Discord server. Okay, moving on to our last section for genuine figures, which is Ninin Game. 2 figures from inside over here. Fairy Ivy 1x1 scale. Yep, Hadaka. 23,300 yen, releasing in February 2027. And the last figure here would be Yura Shiomi, Mischievous Girl from the Next Seat. Big melons again, 21,342 yen, releasing in February as well. So that is all for genuine and licensed scale figures. We have more over here, but they are not officially pre-order open yet. So we are now in OSGK, which are also partners with this channel, just like HLJ. If you want to show your support for this channel any way you can, and you are a customer of HLJ or OSGK, make use of my links down in the description below to enter these websites and pre-order or purchase stuff. And for every purchase or pre-order you make, I will take a small commission, right? You're paying the same amount of money, not a single cent in extra, but a portion of that money goes to the creator that you support. So here we have Honkai Star Rail Spark C 1x7 scale by Mietos, $325 for the deluxe one. With display case is like 50,000 yen. Is that 45 or 50,000 yen? I think somewhere around those range over there. And this is not officially pre-order open yet. OSGK always pre-order opens it very early because the figure has pre-order opened earlier in China. For everyone else who wants to get her on HLJ, on Army, Hobby Search, or anywhere else, wait for a week or two and she will be available over there. Yeah. So for me, even though I always say get the DX version, for this figure, I want everything except the display case. Like the acrylic display case, they are not cheap, right? If you go and order a custom made one from any store out there, any hardware store, they are not cheap. Depending on the size, you can be paying anywhere between $30 to $50 each, right? And for bigger figures, yeah, they custom cut and glue the case for you. It is not cheap at all. So if you already have your own display shelf, your own glass cabinets, then there's no need to get the the acrylic case version, right? Will I pre-order it early? Probably not, because it is so expensive. But do I want to unbox and review it? Absolutely. Hopefully I get to purchase it after release, or I might change my mind later on when she's near release. Yeah. And another figure here from Honkai Star Rail, Alta's own Sparkle. Wow, $380 and also with display case. I think this is a collaboration, like direct collaboration between Alta and MiHoYo and also Mietos, who knows? Alta has never offered display cases before as a DX option for anime figures. This is the first time. And $318 is also over 40,000 yen. Yeah. Do I want it? Yes, absolutely. Oh, pre-order opening on the 5th of August. There you go. 1 week later. I just said that earlier, right? So this is the official pre-order open date. Alright, I need to make a decision over here. I really need to... Am I interested in this? Yes, absolutely. Release date is October. Okay, I can afford to pre-order it if the release date is October because it is not clashing with my very heavy month of April and May next year. Alright, so moving on to the third party section on OSGK, our first one here, Chibi Figures, only one Anya this week. ZH Studio, best Anya third party figure brand by a long shot. Cosplaying as Naruto Sasuke. Okay, so this one is standard version. This is so much nicer. Yes, you can tell this Anya, and you can tell this is referring to Sasuke as well. And there is a deluxe version. You're getting both heads, right? Both heads. Let me see. Deluxe version includes one additional Kirin LED compared to the standard version. Okay, it is just LED based, I think. Yeah. And Kirin based. Okay, no. Oh, I see. The standard version, you're already getting both head sculpts, the pink hair and the black hair. Deluxe version, you're paying extra $50 for a base with LED. Okay, sounds good to me. This is the standard one. The deluxe one is these dragons over here. Fair enough. Beautiful, right? This is absolutely beautiful. I really love what ZH Studio has been doing for the past couple of years. Moving on to the next section, original characters. We have licensed characters over here from Manas Sam, and apparently their stuff are like really handmade from scratch, including the painting part. So they are charging a premium for it. And I actually got to see a Manas Sam figure on display in a event, an event locally in my state over here. Just a month ago, I was there in person. It was a Gunpla contest, an international one, but there were multiple different categories for Gundams, for other kinds of mecha, for action figures, and garage kits. And that is where Manas Sam came in. They displayed one of their works over there. It looked amazing, right? So I guess that there is a reason why it is so expensive. It is truly handmade, no CGI BS, no AI BS. That is what I'm suspecting over here. So here we have Starlight Dream original art statue, $579 for the painted one. The GK kit is $267 where you need to paint it yourself, but something so beautiful, I think you should let a professional do the painting, right? Let them do the painting. $579, not cheap. And this is not a big figure. This is close to 1/6, I think. Dimensions is... yeah, it is a 1/6 scale. There we go. Next, Manasam figure here. Melty Knight statue. $508 at 1/6, I believe. December release. Picture is so low res. Okay, much better. I think that earlier figure. Okay, I wanted to say that earlier figure is better, but this one, I love this skull over here. I love the details on it. And yeah, my problem is with the hair. I think you can already tell. I really care a lot about the hair of anime figures. It is just the character design, right? There's nothing wrong with the painting, just that the character design. And yeah, it is supposed to look like slime. It is intentional after all. Moving on to the next one here, we are now in anime character section, but the first two figures here are from Chinese anime. Jomata Studio, they make licensed stuff only. Perfect World Illusion, 1/4 scale, $800, releasing in September next year. Yeah. You know, whenever I look at these figures, these statues of Chinese anime or game characters, I feel like I'm looking at a religious statue, like a Buddha statue or something, or Guan Yin statue, you know. They just look like one to me. Maybe it is the design language of the character. And you know, those traditional Chinese drama, those Chinese dynasty things, I don't watch those, but I know a lot of old people who do. Reminds me of those. The next one here, also from Perfect World, Lower Realm, Yue Zhan, Qing Yi 1/7 scale by Imeng Jia. Never heard of this brand. $105 only at 1/7, March 2027 release, and this is licensed. Yup, this is PVC, not resin, very obvious. Can kind of tell, this is PVC figure, right? This is what translucent PVC looks like. Slightly translucent, can see some light passing through, glowing slightly. Yeah, this is PVC. Right, the price is very low, $105 for 1/7, March release. Moving on to the next one. Yep, it is Bleach, which means not available to Americans because the rights holder over in the US has a problem with it. Tentacle Studio Yoroichi, $291 for the Tentacles version. Yes, that should be the one you're getting. Better Ahegao face as well. Regular version is without the tentacles for $263. Not a big price difference. 20, $30 difference. Get the tentacles one. June release next year. Have you guys seen the news on how a man was made to divorce his wife because of like after both of them watched the latest episode, or was it the movie of Bleach, where there are too many cultured scenes? Like, what the hell, man? Assuming that story is true and I take it at face value, that is nonsensical. Like, if you married a woman who would divorce you over anime oppai, then you married the wrong person. Simple as that. I've posted a video like 2 years ago, isn't it, where a Chinese guy, his figure collection was trashed by his parents, stuff like that. Partly because the wife did not like it. There we go, married the wrong person. Moving on to the next one, WPH Studio. This is One Punch Man Tatsumaki, very obvious. $263. There are two versions over here. I hope it is not something too cultured. Alright, this is nice. This does remind me of a typical Bleach or Naruto figure for some reason. Version B. What is the difference? Version B is cheaper. Oh, okay, the base. Yeah. Or figure only without the base. Well, get the base, man. Come on. $63 is a lot of difference, I know, but the figure looks more complete with the base. So get the whole set over here. Right, moving on to the next one, we have Ayanami Rei from Evangelion by C King Studio. $365 at 1/6 because of the diorama here. December release. Okay, let's have a closer look. Wait, I think I covered this figure before. It was an early bird pre-order, no price yet. Now we know. Wow. This looks way better than I thought. This is beautiful. This is not something everyone will like. Some people want their figures to be perfect. No battle damage, no injuries, like this over here. You see a lot of genuine figures, right? When they say battle damage version, they mean a few scratches or a few torn clothes. Most of the time, torn clothes for the sake of fan service. You will never see heavy injuries with bandages, with blood and so on, because most figure collectors, at least the ones in Japan, they don't enjoy stuff like this, though I beg to differ because I want to see proper battle damage anime figures. For example, you get a figure of Marsh Kraylight from FGO. We have the armor broken, dented, and so on. The shield is full of scratches, scarves, and so on, or maybe even with a crack in it. That would be amazing. But genuine figure brands would never make that because the Japanese won't buy it. Won't buy it. That's the really sad part. Right, moving on to the next one, we have MSN Studio. I guess that MSN Messenger is no longer a thing, so they can use the word MSN. Sailor Mask from Sailor Moon, $282 for, yep, 1x4 scale, which is a good price. Releasing in December 2026. So this is, you know, it is very detailed in terms of the female body anatomy. Very nicely sculpted, but simple pose, just standing there. Not sure if I like it at all. Moving on to the next one, we have Yi Studio Tsunade from Naruto, not available to Americans as well. $90 releasing in March, and this is 1/6 scale. So Yi Studio has been putting a figure from Bleach or Naruto once every 1 to 2 weeks in the same swimsuit, and they're all sitting in the same pose. For some people, they like the figures to look similar. No, they look nice when you display them next to each other, but I'm not sure about buying figures with the same pose and the same swimsuit or bikini, but buying 10 of them, for example. I'm not sure if I like that, but some people do enjoy that. $90 only though. Next up, we have Yaka Studio Mitsui Kanroji in swimsuit. Recently, we get a lot of figures of this girl, isn't it? And most of them are in swimsuit. This is under $200 at 1x6, no release date yet. Looking good, the face is also perfect. Well, I think no one's complaining about more Mitsui Kanroji figures. What other genuine options do we have? I know Mega House made one, Kotobukiya had one also, right? But yeah, not too many options out there. Did Freeing make a 1x4? I can't remember. Did they? Was it something very expensive like Rengoku with the flame base for 70,000 yen? I can't remember if there was a Mitsui 1x4, but I know Mega House had a scale figure of her. Moving on to the next one from Bubble Studio with Kaoruko Waguri from the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. $199 releasing in December. So many people are saying this is like the ideal girlfriend, you know, very modest, not a whole as they say it. I mean, cute, innocent girls like this are not bad because you can corrupt them with your own hands. They are pure and then you make them into... you get the point. So cute and innocent ones are not necessarily a bad thing. Do we have genuine figures of this character? No, right? I don't think so. Very smart of the third party to make this figure over here. And she looks really good. Is this AI? Maybe. But I don't care. Like, I'm not thinking about that part anymore. Is it AI or not? I'm not thinking about it. If the figure turns out this good, perfectly replicated over here, who's gonna complain? No one, right? We all just want good figures. Simple as that. Alright, moving up next, we have Hot Girls Studio Yamada Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. $348 at 1x4. 1x6 is $226, releasing in March next year. Come on. I can tell the face looks really good. It looks accurate, but the photograph is way too dark. Like, give us some sample photographs with better lighting, right? I know this photograph was taken in a very creative and artistic style, and as a figure photographer, I would do the same exact thing, but when you are selling products, you need to provide 2 sets of photographs. You have these creative ones, like, you know how genuine figures, they show you a photograph of a figure from different angles, but plain background, and then the last few pictures, you may have something with a unique background, right? Something like that. So we need pictures of the figure with plain backgrounds from all angles and brighter overall, but I'm just complaining for the sake of it. Too bad we are getting the figure and the crates only. If there is the vending machine included, that would be fantastic. Well, the price is reasonable for 1x4, I would say. $348 only. Up next, we have Oshino Shinobu from Bakemonogatari by Meow Woo Studio. $180 at 1x6. No release date yet. Okay. So this is semi-realistic, right? It is anime face, but the nose and mouth region is leaning towards more realistic, and I do like it. This is nice. This is like a different artist take on the character, and this is so photogenic. I love it. I don't have any urge to add this figure to my collection, but I really want the figure just to photograph it, build my own diorama, maybe a bus stop, some nice LED lights, and take photographs of it. That is my passion, by the way. I haven't had time to do this in the recent year or two. Man, I like this so much because it feels natural. It feels it looks like a very casual or a scene you normally see in real life. It feels relatable, I would say. Yeah, $180 is very cheap. Moving on to the next one. Buddha Freeman. For some reason, and the melons are big. I don't recall Buddhas having... In fact, Buddha is a male, I think. Anyways, they're doing this for the Gunners, obviously. So this is from Floating Light Studio and Mochi Studio. $369, but that is not yet confirmed. Price could change. This is an early bird pre-order. Available in 1/6 and 1/4 scale. No release date as well. Right, moving on to the next one. We have Fiercely Enter Studio. What kind of name is that? Hiragi Utena from Gushing Over Magical Girls in bunny suit, $180 at 1/6. No release date yet. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is like authentic, not manipulated in any way by AI, and the face is looking good. If this is real, right? There are third-party figure brands out there taking real photographs like this, but then they enhance it with AI to look it even better than usual. Of course, I don't know if this is AI enhanced, but at first glance, it does not seem to be the case to me. Even the skin, the fingers texture here look fairly normal. So this looks promising. Yeah. Moving on to the next one here. This is an early bird pre-order with no price or release date yet. Aris Boreas Grey Rat from Mushoku Tensei by Sexy Studio. Alright, cat girl, but in a bunny suit. This is very nice. I hope this is included. Everything she's sitting on, it better be included with the figure. Makes her quite unique. Right, no comment for now. Next up, we have Kani. I had to zoom in the picture a bit because she is wearing pantsu, right? There is no nudity over here, but yeah, the pose is too cultured. Like, she's using her feet to, and the view underneath the skirt is way too beautiful. So we have Aisaka Taiga from Toradora by Fiercely Enter Studio, $180 releasing in, okay, no release date yet. Face looks pretty good. And even at 1/6, unfortunately, this is not going to be a big figure. Lolly character after all. Moving on to the next one, we have Starlight Studio. This must be Reze. Looks like her at least. From Chainsaw Man, $367 at 1/4, December release. Yeah, this is Reze, right? I'm not sure what to think about the outfit because it looks very unlike her. It feels a bit out of character, but face-wise, it looks really good. No complaints over there. Next up, we have Murloc Studio, Gunner figure brand. Swimming pool, Reze. Face looks pretty good. $244 where she is undressing. Yeah, there are some H animes out there where the main heroine is swimming, Hadaka. One of those figures. $244 at 1/6, reasonable. Releasing in June next year. Murloc Studio, I think you need to look for pictures of their manufacturing line, right? I think OSGK's Discord server does post them from time to time. Next up, we have the US Studio Makima from Chainsaw Man, obviously. Oh, that is a very good Makima face. Is this outfit stolen from Scarlet from Nikke? Looks way too similar. Right. The skull, the tree base. Oh, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Tiny Moon is, I mean, it is nice to have. I hope there is LED inside. Okay, as an entire package, this is beautiful. $293 at 1/6, including everything in the base. I think it is reasonable. Okay, no LEDs mentioned. Maybe not. That is sad. Moving on to the next one here, Mocking Studio, otherwise known as Jui Wanja Studio, Komako Semanovich, Chie Sayama, and Tenka Adachi from Shoujo Ramune. Very cultured anime. $116 for 3 figures because the height of each is only 10 centimeters. That is so disappointing. I mean, they took the lolly part way too seriously. They made it small. They made the figure small as well, just to make sure they are extra tight. Way too small, man. Come on, Mocking Studio. Make them bigger. Make them 1x6 at the bare minimum because they are lolly characters. And I might just consider. You know, Mocking Studio actually messaged me on Twitter proposing a collaboration, and I'm not sure whether want to accept it or not because the stuff they make are way too cultured, and I'm not exactly a furry person. You come up with 1x6 or 1x4 or these three characters, then you reach out to me, Mocking Studio, if I'm watching this. Okay, I'm not that greedy. 1x6 scale is fine. They don't have to be 1x4. 1x4 is a big space hawk, right? And moving on to the next one, Star Origin Studio. We are now in Game Character section. Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners, $199 at 1x6 March release. Does this look very AI? Yes, it does. Is it very beautiful? Also, yes, it is. So, I'm still going to stick by the Kotobukiya one, and we'll see, right? So she has buff foam all over her body, yet at the same time, she seems to be wearing a very skin-tight outfit. Like, they are very thin, skin-tight material, like, Stellar Blade Eve. The original outfit, the skin-colored one, it looks like that to me. But at the same time, one does not simply wear a bodysuit and take a bath with all buff foam over. So she is probably Hadaka, right? Just that, with all these, implants in the body, all those mecha parts, I could barely tell. Okay, moving on to the next one here, LK Studio My Shirani from KOF. This pre-order opens on last Saturday actually, after I finished filming last week's episode. With DLC, Cast of a Bull, $575. Alright, without DLC is, how much is it? $470. Come on, add that $100 and, go full Hadaka. This is beautiful, and the pose is very, very KOF, I would say. This is like a pose, a stance, not a pose, a stance you see in martial arts. So this is a very good My Shirani figure, actually. The brand is so, like the name of the brand, two random alphabets, LK, BC, whatever alphabets. So when I see brands with names like this, just 2 or 3 alphabets, I tend to not take them seriously because they are sprouting everywhere like mushrooms. Some of them are like dead companies in the past, and then they just start a new company with a new name and hopefully can wash everything away, their bad history. Usually, companies like that, they have very low effort names. So when I see a low effort name like this, I don't take them seriously, but that's not the case over here. LK is LCA King. Okay. The next one here from Chasing Dream Studio, we have Bunny Girl, Spyra, and Mitra from Xenoblade. Just bunny outfit, nothing too special. $348 for a pair is not expensive, but at the same time, they don't feel special. 1x6 scale releasing in March next year. And both of their faces look fine, look fairly accurate to the game characters. Next, we have Spider Studio Satono Diamond from Uma Musume. Yeah, they are flirting with danger over here because CY Games is pretty serious about copyright stuff, right? $248 at 1x6 releasing in June, and this is like wet shirt. So her skin is seeing through and we need to cover it up. Of course, this is Gunner material enough that that's the thing. They are also flirting with another danger where Uma Musume's developers, owners, or copyright holders, they are very strict with no 18 plus stuff on Uma Musume characters. They want to keep everything family safe in some way. This one is borderline not safe for work. In fact, I think it is if you can see the pink color dots over the clothes. So they are flirting danger over here. Moving on to the next one, we have 2 Toho project figures. The first one is by SCGN02 Studio, Ibuki Suika. $328 at 1x7, releasing in September next year. Yes, I'm going to make that recast comment again, but I'm not sure myself, right? I'm just guessing because this brand has a history of doing that. And the second figure is also by the same brand, Hakure Reimu. $365 at 1x7, September release next year. Yeah, expensive because of the base. Okay, high resolution image. Very nice. This looks beautiful. And I know they can pull it off, right? That's the thing with this brand. They do recast, or even if they don't, their releases look amazing. The actual figures, I've seen the final release pictures. The quality is really good with this brand, actually. If you don't care about the ethics part, that is, Oh, this is so nice for Toho, but no, I'm not touching Toho stuff. I don't want to touch Toho stuff. Next up, oh, my favorite figure this week. We have Cinderella from Nikke in Jack O pose by New Age Studio. Damn you, I need the 1x4. $282 only at 1x4, I need it. 1x6 scale is available at $184. Okay, both are very good price, but I am a greedy person. I want the 1x4 despite complaining about them taking up space earlier, just 5 minutes ago. I want this, I need it, I need it. Just that I'm not sure how to review it on YouTube without getting into trouble. I think it is impossible at this point. I should just take the L, review it on YouTube and get the video demonetized or something. I want this figure. Moving on to the next one, another Gunner figure, Genius B Studio Sparkle. Okay, this is all I can show because she is Hadaka and she is doing the big spread, right? $310 at 1x4 scale, 1x7 is available at $194. So this is Genius B Studio. I always had very nice things to say about them. They're highly recommended. Just that I'm not sure if that Oppa is a tad bit too big for Sparkle, but that is not nothing new. No third parties, they love giving anime girls an upgrade on the chest. Next we have Xiaohuan Xiong Studio Yao Guang from Honkai Star Rail, Peacock Girl. Deluxe version is with the peacock behind. Standard version is without it, right? So this is not that unique. We need to get the deluxe version. Can I zoom in? Okay, not too much, but this is not bad. Yeah, you need this version, obviously. And what about the face? Okay, the face looks very good. We are starting to see Honkai Star Rail genuine figures come out, right? All of a sudden, this year, within the last few months, we got quite a number of announcements. We just saw Sparkle and Sparksy earlier from Mietos and Alter. So all these characters, maybe it is just a matter of time before the genuine figures make a scale figure off. But with this peacock thing over here, I'm not so sure if they will do it because this looks very expensive. Next up, we have Blue Archive Plana from Starin Grave Studio, $310 at 1x4, releasing in March. So this is like she is embarrassed about her bikini or swimsuit falling off. She's still wearing clothes, right? Just that this is not the best Plana figure I've seen. But among 1x4 scales, not many options out there. I'm not sure what to think about this one, but even as a lolly lover, I'm not sure if I like this version of Plana. Yeah. Moving on to the next one, we have Sugar Studio Ryuge Kisaki swimsuit from Blue Archive. This pre-order opened a week ago on Saturday. $199 in swimsuit, releasing in March. Ryuge Kisaki, for now, I shall wait for the Good Smile version to release and we'll see where we go from there. I'm not touching the third parties yet. Moving up next, this is very nice. Blue Archive Sunohara Kokona from IM Studio. $176. Is this like okay. Christmas Santa version. Beautiful face. Very cute. Very lovely. I think this is better than the two other Blue Archive figures earlier. Way better. Releasing in December. Just that by the time we receive the figure, it won't be Christmas anymore. It would be January. Yeah. And that is assuming the figure comes out on time, that is. Moving on to the next one, we have Miyin Studio Sui Sui and Yang Yang from Wuthering Waves, a set for $445. A set for $445, releasing in March next year. Miyin Studio never misses. Yes, their figures are not the absolute best in terms of quality and detail level compared to other brands that are more expensive. But, their prices are always so reasonable and their figures are actually beautiful. Look at all the details over here. The transparent parts go so well together. These two figures really need a PVC version, a licensed version, like the same exact thing, not a single thing being changed, but PVC genuine version. These two are amazing. Moving on to the next one, we have Grumeng Studio Sigrika from Wuthering Waves. So another Wuwa figure of a character. We don't have any genuine versions yet. $196, March release next year. And Grumeng Studio is also another brand which I can easily recommend to anyone. Their figures are actually great. Gets the faces right every time. And the last figure for this week, Miyin Studio again, Remil Dan from Zenless Zone Zero. There are two versions, white or black color, up to you really. I had a hard time choosing, right? Both white and black look pretty good actually. I'm leaning towards black a bit. You know why? Because the furniture, black and gold furniture, is beautiful. Yes, I think I like the black version a bit more. This one looks a bit bland. And as for the face, where's the face? Yep. There is a second face plate. This is fairly unique. I don't think I've seen many brands do this. A mask so thin, it is a bit like the veil you see some Middle Eastern women wear just to cover the face a bit, but you can see the mouth behind it because they are not supposed to prevent you from getting COVID. They are supposed to make you look a lot more, I'm not sure what's the word for it, make you look a bit hotter in a mysterious way, I guess. So that is all for figures on pre-order this week. Not too many actually, but so many good stuff. There is hardly a bad figure in the genuine figure section especially. So which figure caught your fancy this week? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like and subscribe for anime figure content every few days. And until then, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.